Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I am bringing you guys this game, the second game in the JoinDota League. If you didn't notice that by the huge text on the screen, or the ticket that you clicked on if you're watching this on Dota TV, or the live stream title if you're watching this live. So anyway, my name is CulBlu. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys this game. Yeah. What can I say outside of it's Planet Hype versus TBG, the second game that they'll be playing today. They've already played one game. If you guys haven't seen that game, go check it out. It was pretty awesome. Some pretty cool shenanigans happened. Shenaniganery was happening everywhere, and things were flying like impetuses and echo slams and okay, not echo slams, but things were happening. Just go watch it. Jeez. All right, if you haven't watched it now, this is your last time. Cool, I'm gonna spoil it. So. Last game, TBG put on a very dominant display. They had the Legion Commander who played mid, which a lot of people, well not a lot of people, some people in the chat were like, what? Legion Commander mid? What? Which is fine, because Legion Commander is typically not thought of as a mid player. She's either thought of as a jungler or off laner. Actually no, just a jungler or safe laner, actually. But Legion Commander can definitely play mid, and I think TBG handled it really well. I was of the volition that Brewmaster should definitely be playing mid instead of Legion, because he has a bigger impact, but TBG made it work. TBG prove me wrong, so TBG, I'll leave it to them. They're the professionals here. I'm just talking about things that you guys can see. I'm just gonna keep saying words and keep listening to my voice, and we're all gonna be happy. All right. So TBG did put on a very awesome display. Planet Hype, they didn't really have much to respond with. They had a lone druid, which is nice. They also had, they had a lone druid, and I forgot who the other people they had. Lone druid was a problem to certain, or should have been a problem in Zeus. They had his lone druid and a Zeus, but they couldn't do anything at all. Like they tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it just didn't really matter. So TBG, like I said, their lineup worked really well. I think the problem with Planet Hype's lineup is that once they got jumped on by the Blink Dagger from Brewmaster, by the Blink Dagger from Legion Commander, and they also had an Ursa as well on Planet Hype side. But once they got jumped on, they couldn't deal with it, and that's where all the confusion happened. So maybe if they can respond to it a little bit better this time, it'll work out really well. Maybe if they get themselves something like an AoE stun, like a Centaur, or maybe even Dazzle will work out really well too. So we'll see Planet Hype, we'll see how they adjust. Moving into the bans and picks that we see in this game right now, we see a ban on the Invoker. So no dirty Invoker pickers will be playing this game, and a respect ban from the Enchantress. I like that a lot. I think Enchantress in the hands of Quilly is pretty dangerous. I was arguing that Enchantress should definitely play a safe lane, but she shouldn't be the primary carry. So like maybe have a Templar Assassin mid or something like an Invoker, somebody who can create space for her. And they definitely had that in the Brewmaster and the Legion Commander. Like let me tell you, that worked out really well for them overall. So the Business Gaming definitely has some pretty cheeky ways to make the Enchantress work, but it's gonna get banned in this game, so we're not gonna see it this time around. We also have the bans on Faceless Void and OD, two people that I think the Business Gaming just absolutely hates. I love those two heroes, I think they're amazing, I think they're awesome, but then again, keep in mind, I'm coming from old meta to new meta. Like I made a huge jump. I didn't have like the filler in where Faceless Void fell off, and then he came back with the passion to be off laner. I just kind of remember Faceless Void as a super hard carry, and then people picked him every once in a while, and now he's kind of picked almost every single time for his off-lane sustain. So none of that shenaniganery will be going on this game around, because TBG will not have it. They will not stand it, I have you know. They also banned out the OD, who just basically build attack speed and strength, or attack speed and life, and you can just basically win the game with him. So he's a relatively straightforward hero. Like he's more straightforward than I think he should be. His Astral's not really, I mean, you can use it to save his life, but whatever. Anyway, all that said, he's not in the game. Let's not talk about it anymore. Moving into the picks, Planet Hype did opt to pick up the Death Prophet and the Dazzle. So a nice deadly duo. Negative armor plus the Death Prophet spirits just flying all around, smacking you in the face and just hitting you up. And it's Valentine's Day and all, so they're trying to ask you out, but you say no, so they punch you in the face. Man, I have a story about that, but I'll tell you, it doesn't belong on the internet. I will not tell this story. But yeah, Death Prophet and Dazzle, nice combination, nice AoE combination, so to speak. So when this Death Ball meta does start happening, when this Death Ball does start coming through, then Planet Hype are expected to try to win those team fights, or to actually win those team fights. TBG going for more of an evasive-ish lineup. They had the Bounty Hunter, so more roaming bounty, more extra gold in the mid game, and more. Just overall, I guess Genetic Crit is good enough to be considered a factor in the later game. I mean, it's a decent slow, 34% slow, I think. Is it 31% slow? So 31% slow with the Genetic Crit. It's significant enough to talk about, and it goes to Magic Immunity if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm mistaken. It doesn't say, so I'm assuming it does. And also, yeah, the Crystal Maiden, who definitely not one to be slept on. She does definitely have her presence early game, like is really strong. In late game it does fall off really hard, but her ulti just kind of keeps her in the game. Like her damage, amount of damage she can put out from her ulti, if she can channel the full thing, is pretty darn ridiculous. So I'm definitely assuming that we're going to see ourselves a Glimmer Cape in Crystal Maiden. Muno's everything else though. We got the other bans on Spectre, Zeus. I don't really talk much about them. Zeus was kind of a problem. He could be a problem if he got picked up on the other side. Just having the extra nuke damage to just force Death Prophet to die every single time is a big, huge problem. Spectre, super tanky, super survivable, super annoying to deal with. She can just get in there anytime she wants. And on the other side, TBG banned out the Lone Druid and banned out the Juggernaut, so once again, the Juggernaut hatred is real, and Lone Druid, he will not be in this game. I don't think he was that big of a deal for them to have to ban out, but I guess he could have been a big deal if they weren't doing so darn well. Maybe the lineup's not going to be as geared towards forcing Lone Druid to die every single time, because they don't have people who really want to get in there. Like Chris Mania kind of wants to stay on the back, drop a stun and run away, and Bounty Hunter wants to, just drop a crit, walk away, and Ursa, he wants to be in there, he wants to get the fight. You want everybody to focus Fuzzy Wuzzy, I guess. So TBG just trying to play what works for the lineup overall. Moving on to playing the hype side, they did pick up the Earth Spirit as a support. I have not seen him played in quite a while, to be completely honest with you. Like, a lot of teams have been either first banning him or just completely ignoring him. So he will be put up in this game. We'll see how he does. I mean, his silence is really nice versus someone like a Crystal Maiden who, drops a spell and runs away. So if you can silence his stunner, I mean, that's an easy kill every single time. And on top of that, he can just roll in and just be super aggressive versus people like an Ursa, just continuously kite Ursa. And if I'm not mistaken, he was picked after the Ursa. I think he was picked after the Ursa. Yeah, I can't recall who was picked first. But if he was picked after the Ursa, it's gonna be really nice because his the amount of slows that he has, the amount of stuns, the amount of control he has overall will be nice to make sure Ursa doesn't do anything too terribly crazy and stays nice and contained. So we'll see how Earth Spirit gets handled this game. Silencer does get picked up on TBG's side, and that's going to be a huge deal. I think Planet Hype definitely are going to have to pick a hero who will benefit a lot from getting something like a Lotus Orb, because a Lotus Orb really useful on a support, definitely more useful on a core. So if you can get your mid, somebody who maybe wants to pick up an Echo Shell, a Lotus Orb, that'll be really nice because Bounty Hunter has his track. You can get a track back on him, which is always cool. You also have the spinning thing that can go back and forth, and Spirit Breaker definitely a good candidate for that. Spirit Breaker with the Lotus Orb will definitely work out really well. And the only reason why I keep saying Lotus Orb is because when Silencer drops at ult, all hell's about to break loose. If you can at least get rid of the silence from one person, like a Death Prophet, or maybe even an Earth Spirit, to just control the team long enough, to control the enemy team long enough, to make sure that Silencer's ulti for his team is not going to be as beneficial as it was before, then you will do really well. The Spirit Breaker definitely a perfect candidate for that because he really wants to be in there. He wants to get into the middle of it. Guardian Greaves, Lotus Orb, definitely good items for him to get overall if he's playing a support role. But judging by the lineups, he may not be doing that. So he'll be playing off lane. But heck, even if he's playing off lane, shoot, those items are still good items for him overall. I would like to see a Guardian Greaves on Earth Spirit though, because I mean he will benefit from the mana, and having him have it makes some more sense. But still, Lotus Orb definitely a good item for Spirit Breaker to get, so he can get in there and get the damage out, and maybe save a life or two. Just give a little bit. Just give a little bit. TBG are gonna go ahead and ban out the Slark, and we are gonna see the last ban come up from Planet Hype here very soon. I'm a little bit interested to see how they're gonna play the lineup. Like the more I look at Planet Hype's lineup, it's just like it's kind of like a hodgepodge of things. Like they had the Death Prophet who's really good at the team fight. When a team fight breaks out, if tower pushes, she can just get in there, Cryptic Swarm, Siphon Spear, kill some people, and kill a tower or two. Dazzle, he's really good as far as making sure everybody stays alive, and there's gonna be a nice heal bomb, so to speak, with Earth Spirit. But I think if you wanted to play towards the heal bomb, it might be better to have something like a Tusk. I'm thinking a Nature's Prophet would be nice on Planet Hype's lineup, so you can have. Ooh, actually, no, that'd be horrible, wouldn't it? Darn. Let's see what heroes do you like to play. Let me see if I can find that. So I can cheat a little bit and see what heroes are Planet Hype comfortable with playing. Alright, so according to JoinDota, I don't have enough data to tell you that. The only thing I can tell you is what they played last time, and they had a silencer for carry last time around. Like, not the last game, but the game before that. That we have on record for them, for the JDL at number 9. So yeah, it's up in the air as far as what they go for. I mean, Batrider gets banned out, so really nice pick. TBG need an offlaner. TBG definitely need an offlaner. Bounty Hunter can play the off lane. Maybe they can go for Chen instead, so they can have somebody who can be in the off lane and just hang out like that. I'm thinking Timbersaw would be nice as well for TBG's lineup. I mean, he can get in there, just get the damage out. His nuke damage should be enough to kill Death Prophet, even if she's getting healed up by the Siphon Spear. And he should be able to survive all the damage coming out from the Ghost. So I think he would benefit a lot. Something like a Dragonite, I do not think would fit. I do not like a Dragonite in this lineup, and I also don't think. Yeah, I don't think that lineup would be ideal, because you'll have a aggressive tri lane, so to speak, and then Dragonite will be playing mid, and yeah, it's gonna be crap all over the place. But they go for Wind Ranger instead, so I'm assuming off lane Wind Ranger unless they want a safe lane silencer and then mid Wind Ranger and have Bounty Hunter play in the safe lane. No, that makes no sense. Hold on. Oh, a lycanthrope! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen Lycan play in a while. My thoughts aside, my train of thought gone completely. This is gonna be pretty interesting to see. I am now really happy to be an observer of this game because I want to see how Lycan fits in this new meta. I kept mentioning it a few times before. A lot of people kept mentioning it a lot of times before. As far as Lycan goes, I mean, he fits perfectly into a Deathball meta where he drops his ult, gets in there, and just does damage and runs away. And yeah. So just a quick mention as well. The reason why I kept mentioning Lotus Orb a lot, because whenever the silence comes up, yes, Lotus Orb will not reflect the silence. That's not what I was referring to. I'm referring to the ability to purge off. I'm referring to the ability to purge off the silence, because having your abilities is really important. So if Silencer drops his ulti and Death Prophet can't drop her ulti, it's going to be a huge deal. I think someone like Spirit Breaker will be perfect to pick up a Lotus Orb, so that way he can make sure Death Prophet can always drop her ulti, or even just drop a few Siphon Spirits to make sure she doesn't die. So I mentioned Lotus Orb just to purge off the silence, not necessarily to block or bounce back the silence. And also, as far as this game goes, this is a relatively okay game to go for a Lotus Orb, especially with the Wind Ranger game being picked up. If you're able to reflect the Shackle, it just might turn a fight. Anyway, all that aside, Deathball meta with Lycan I think is going to work really well. They can rip down some towers. They definitely have a lot of push going their way. I'm a little bit fearful on how well Planet Hype's lineup is going to fit into the late game though. Because if Lycan is not big enough, then Wind Ranger plus Ursa plus Silencer are going to just walk all over him every single day of the week. I don't think Lycan can do it alone. So you definitely need to have Lycan either super huge Raid Ball style, or Death Prophet needs to be balling or snowballing out of control. Moving on to the lineups on the other side, TBG's lineups. I didn't talk about it much, but they're going to be more hit and go. They're going to, you know, have Ursa go in there, get a fight, and then run away. Then, you know, kind of hit and move, stick and move is what they want to do. They're probably going to be trying to do Death Ball a little bit earlier than the PH side, because they can split push a little bit better with Lycan on the side and Death Prophet on the other side, and Spirit Breaker just ganking left and right. But TBG, I do expect to see them clump up a little bit sooner. Anyway, all that aside, player introductions. Let's go and do that. Starting from the side of TBG, we have Enchantress being controlled by Bellatrix. We got Wind Ranger being controlled by the one and only. Oh gosh. Oh, I love the hair. Oh my gosh, I love what you did with your hair. Wow, that is pretty. Holy crap, look at it. It's like really pretty. Oh, my bad. First blood happening. Sorry, Spirit Breaker gets wrecked. Yeah, Bounty Hunter picks up the kill. Don't really know what to say outside of, yeah, he just got killed. Just a little bit too far forward, I guess. Looks like he might have got caught off with the, yep. So last word got dropped out. No stun. Yeah, one stun was used by the Enchantress, and Bounty Hunter got a Janata crits. Nope, no Janata crits, just right clicks. Okay, cool. So yeah, just me missing a complete kill because I was so bedazzled, but I was so enchanted, so to speak, by Chaos Onage's hair on Windrunner. Anyway, all that aside, Chaos Owner's going to take a nice little chunk of damage. He's playing Windrunner, by the way, and he's actually going to get oh, they're going to go for this. They're committing pretty hard for this. Windrunner dropping the wind run, trying to keep herself alive. The slows are massive. Looks like she will be falling all the way back. The wolves are coming through. Not going to be able to get the last right click, but so darn close. Chaos Owner's actually almost lost his entire life. I was not expecting that much damage to come from that combination, but that was pretty intense. Like, what, does he even have Howl yet? Anyway, before we talk about that, we got Death Prophet mid doing quite a bit of work to the Silencer. One more right click would have done it. Looks like instead they're going to go for the Death Prophet. They're going to turn around for the kill. Oh, Silencer, you need to be careful, bro. One Cryptic Swarm is going to do you in. It looks like PH thought about it and then canceled his consideration. Yeah, that was pretty. I don't know about him still being here. Speaking of him still being here, we got Windrunner. She's actually around the corner, getting chased by the Earth Spirit because hey, why not? She's trying to give herself a little bit of farm, but Earth Spirit says, nah, bruh, none of that. And Bounty Hunter's gonna be walking around the corner. No gen out of crit, just a little bit of damage coming out from the Invis. Earth Spirit. Gonna be able to peacefully walk away. Nice bit of damage coming from Bounty Hunter though. And there's Earth Spirit gonna be able to run all the way away. He makes it out of there alive. Alright, so moving on down bottom because Spirit Breaker's getting punched in the butt. We got Ursa just getting a few right clicks on top of that. That cow tail. I mean, I can't think of. Wow, I'm trying to make this not a sexual thing, but it just became a sexual thing. Fine, I'll say it, deadass. Whatever. So, yeah, Ursa, nice little pat on the butt for the Spirit Breaker. The Spirit Breaker is forced all the way back. Not enough mana for a charge, but he does have Mango, so pretty much a charge on demand. Meanwhile, I hear Earth Spirit. I saw Earth Spirit. He says, "You see me rolling, bro." They're gonna go and try to go for some damage. Earth Spirit gonna be a little bit trouble. He will be able to roll out here in a few seconds. Enchantress showing up with the stun. The stun does come through. Earth Spirit's still gonna be able to roll out, and he does make it. No, he doesn't make it. He will be going down one way or another, dead, and he goes down. not the happiest of times for Planet Hype so far, but I like the idea. I like the idea. Earth Spirit roaming around trying to be aggressive and help his team get the kills is definitely what they need. I think they do need to focus their efforts a little bit more on top lane though, because they can definitely kill the Windrunner, and they're gonna go for the kill. The hit's a little bit too short. Unfortunately, now Windrunner's gonna be able to run away. If that would have connected, that would have been a dead Windrunner. Anywho, I didn't finish player introduction, so let me go ahead and try to do that. Oh, I can't do that. Nope. Cooley taking some damage. So on the Silencer, we got Cooley playing that Silencer. Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is being controlled by the one and only Jing playing that Bounty Hunter. Moving over to the Ursa Warrior, we have KY playing the Ursa, and actually Death Prophet forced all the way back. Man, Silencer's being a big bully, isn't he? Jeez. I say you just report him to the school principal, why don't you? So yeah, PH143 controlling that Death Prophet. Moving on to the Lycan up top, we see Dragini Rake playing that Lycan, and down bottom on that Spirit Breaker we see Treborlin playing that Spirit. And Earth Spirit, speaking of spirits, he's actually getting controlled by, before we talk about that, Silencer taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to be going down, ain't going to be able to walk away from this one. And PHE might be in trouble, and Windrunner has no shackle, very unfortunate. She's going to be able to run out of here very soon, yes, she does. And more right clicks coming towards Death Prophet. Needs to be a little bit careful though, because Cardi's going for it. Cardi's going to hit. Cardi's going to do it. Come on, Cardi, you can do it. Oh, boom! Look at that, damage. Yeah. Hype. Hashtag hype. Dazzle's being controlled, last but not least, by PH Brian. And now we got Spirit Breaker taking quite a bit of damage. Spirit Breaker taking so much damage. He goes down. Try to get a stun on top of Ursa, but Ursa was not having that. So the kill does go towards him. Kill does go towards Ursa, and still we see TBG in a relatively okay lead. I mean, I can't say they're balling out of control just yet, but they're getting pretty darn close to it. PH have a Lycan who's heading up top, and his last hits are sitting pretty okay. 23 last hits, challenging the Ursa who has 26 last hits plus a kill. So overall, plus a kill plus an assist. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Ursa's sitting really well in the gold. But yes, definitely going to need a gank here eventually on top of Ursa, because otherwise things are going to get really out of control really fast. And Enchantress, she's basically playing in the jungle. The mighty jungle. I mean, Ursa and Crystal Maiden, they're sleeping tonight. Speaking of sleeping tonight, we got mid Silencer about to be taking a dirt nap here very soon. Cooley gonna be forced all the way back. Death Prophet just being such an aggressive pain in his side. Speaking of pains inside, up top we got Lycan trying to get some right clicks going down on top of that Bounty, and Bounty might be going down. Yes, he does go down. Shallow Grave not coming out from Dazzle. I don't know what just happened, but Brian dropping the ball on that one. That should have been a Shallow Grave into a kill on Bounty. And it looks like we might see a Shallow Grave here very soon on Brian. Looks like no. Okay, no, nothing happened. Meanwhile, down bottom, Spirit Breaker, he's getting beat up because, hey, why not? Ursa trying to get more damage, taking some damage from the trees. It looks like Earth Spirit gonna miss his spin. No, he misses the roll. And now Ursa's going all in. He says, I'm going in, coach. Put me in. And it looks like he's gonna run straight towards Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit should be able to roll out here in a few seconds, so I don't know. Yeah, this is a bad run. They're pinging on him. I see no TP support. Spirit Breaker might TP down to the bottom tower and then charge. Looks like they're going to go for it. They should be going for this. Yes, they are going to go for it. Spirit Breaker going to go ahead and commit. Here comes the charge. No, he does not get vision. He gets fogged. An unfortunate series of events, and now Ursa, KY is ready for it. KY is waiting around the corner. The damage is coming through. Spirit Breaker going to be in a little bit of trouble. The Frostbite falls through. The damage will be there. Yes, it will be there. They do get the kill. Earth Spirit gets a stun, and he misses the pull. It looks like he just might be donating his life to the Ursa Foundation. Oh dear God, double kill going on for the Ursa. Oh man, the team fight is in shambles right now. We got Brian shows up. He wants to be next. He's like, yo bro, let me do this. KY is fully healed up. Healing Salve was used on top of that. He also has himself a nice little Morbid Mask. I really don't know what to say outside of the fact that they should have committed or not. And it looks like we see something that happened down bottom. There's going to be more people dying. This is going to be a Dazzle forced to drop himself a Shallow Grave. He might be going down here in a few seconds. Meanwhile, Death Prophet, I don't know what really happened for her, but it looks like she is back in base. So Death Prophet is Bay. That's what it looks like it's saying right now. And Spirit Breaker, he's heading on down bottom, trying to keep himself alive. Speaking of keeping himself alive, oh my gosh, Dragonflake, you just might be going down, bro. Bounty Hunter's coming around the corner. He should be able to get the kill. No, the Shallow Grave's not going to be there. Look at Dazzle didn't even TP down because he's dead. Meanwhile, speaking of being dead, Bounty Hunter does finally go down. So Earth Spirit get himself a nice kill for that. And that was a track kill if I'm not mistaken. Meanwhile, Silencer taking so much damage. What? Anyway. Oh, Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden taking so much damage. Somebody's health was dropping really fast. It looks like she just dropped pretty darn low. Like her. Like the temperature of her heart. Because she has a cold heart. Because she's as cold as ice. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Alright, moving back into the mid lane. TP coming in. It's gonna be a lone bounty. Bounty Hunter coming in here invisible. Looks like he will be getting scattered out, and Death Prophet not having none of that noise. She's going to just drop a few right clicks, dropping 2 Siphon Spirits, and not enough damage to actually get a kill. Looks like her and Dazzle will be forced to back away. Meanwhile, Chris made TP in mid. They're still rotating. I don't really know what's going to happen anymore. KY trying to go for a kill. Wants some more of that? Wants some more of that Spirit Cow. The Space Cow. Yeah, Space Cow for dinner. Claws are sharpened. Okay, what are you gonna do? He's gonna go for it. I don't know. Trying to focus. Looks like it's not gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna go for towers, some tower damage. Why not? Alright, so taking a step back from all the shenanigans that we see happening right now, as far as what PH need to do to keep themselves in this game, it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say what they need to do, because Spirit Breaker, you would expect Spirit Breaker at this point to be getting a few ganks on top of Crystal Maiden, maybe even get a kill or two on top of Bounty, and this just might be the start he needs. But he has no dust, so it looks like there's gonna be no kill. But I mean, they can't get the pickoffs that they need, and with Spirit Breaker, you want to be aggressive, you want to get in there, you want to get the pickoffs. And Earth Spirit, oh no, Earth Spirit's gonna be going down all by himself. Because no, he gets a stun up just in time. Windrunner will be getting turned on. Nice Shallow Grave from Dazzle. Finally, a Shallow Grave that will be worth keeping the allies alive, and Earth Spirit gonna be able to make out of that. And that's what they need. They need more of that. They need more of that. More of those ganks. More of those TP responses into save, into turnaround kill on top of the other person. If they can have more of that, they would be great. Bounty Hunter being on the team of TBG just makes it that much harder for him, though, because if you're ever even in gold with a team that has a Bounty Hunter, you're basically losing. Mainly because Bounty Hunter, he has track, he has the damage, and he has everything necessary to actually kill you. Speaking of everything necessary to kill you, if we get some TP support or TP responses down bottom, they can actually get the kill on top of Earth. But it looks like KY is going to be turning around immediately, getting a kill. Mega kill going towards KY. And I think just 1 or 2 TP responses is all you really needed. Speaking of TP responses, we got mid Quilly taking quite a bit of damage. Death Prophet going to be able to get that kill and walk away. Bounty? Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. It's a little too late, bro. Alright, so continuing with everything else. We got a charge coming on top of KY. They're going to try to go in for a kill. Will they get it? Is the big question. We'll see. We'll see how Ursa decides to deal with it. Just some more damage coming his way. We got a lot of people hanging out down bottom for the Dire, though. And a haste rune up for Earth Spirit, so this should be a guaranteed kill. Oh, they canceled the charge. Alright, so not really confident in what they have. Meanwhile, up top we got Dragon Rake. Dragon Rake trying to get some damage on top of the Windrunner. It will be there. And Spirit and crew, I mean, they're posturing very heavily for this. I think they need to go for it. Ursa's gonna be waiting around the corner. He did scout him out. Looks like Ursa, he will be scouting out the Earth Spirit. They should go for it. They should go for it. Spirit Breaker has ulti. He gets fogged. He can't get the charge off. And looks like there we go. The charge does come through. KY gonna be initiated on, but Crystal Maiden's gonna be down here. Spirit Breaker dropping the ulti immediately. Crystal Maiden ulti is what you need right now. If she can drop it, it'll be perfect. She gets the damage off. The damage is gonna be going through. Nobody has a stun to follow up. Are you kidding me right now? Crystal Maiden gets herself a 1 kill, 2 kills. Almost a 3rd kill. Unfortunately, they did TP out of there, but just 1 stun is all they needed. And now Bellatrix will be the one getting chased by 13-14. It's like 13-14 gets a right click, and Ursa coming through, blinking in. He has no fear right now. The damage is massive. He gets the kill, Enchantress. Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden gets a kill. I was not expecting KY to survive that fight. But he has confidence in himself. And a TBG putting on a very, very, very strong display. I don't really know what to say outside of they're playing the right amount of aggression. Like, they're basically playing the aggressive game that PH need to play with their lineup. When you have a Spirit Breaker, you really want to get in there and get those fights. And of course, you need the TP responses coming in. If you have an Earth Spirit, he's definitely perfect for following up. But the only issue is that whenever Spirit Breaker charges in, like right now, if they had a TP up top for Earth Spirit up top, they can get an easy kill on top of Windrunner. But unfortunately, all they can do is just have Spirit Breaker chase a Windrunner, and I don't think he'll be able to get the skill. Not by himself, at least. But just one follow-up slower stun, or just a little bit of a push over the edge to kill the Windrunner, and they'll definitely have it. We got Spirit Breaker getting ready to charge again, though. He has his charge here in another second. Yeah, we go. We got Windrunner going toe-to-toe with the Death Prophet. Death Prophet misses the ability. Spirit Breaker not going to charge. Does get the charge off. And there should be the Siphon Spirit. That should be enough. It's like, yep, she does go down. Finally going down. Meanwhile, Ursa, he did give himself a Roche. Age is going his way. Blink dagger into the high ground. Just scouting out a little bit. That's really about it. PH, Planet Hype, what is your move? What is your next move? The goal graph showing that is way in favor of TBH right now, and that's a lot. That's saying a lot considering that no towers have gone down. Like, that's a 5k gold lead with just one Roche and just a bunch of track kills, I guess. So yeah, so I'm very fearful as far as the late game, because I mean, call it what you want, but Ursa's already snowballing. Like Lycan, if Lycan had this kind of start, I think he would be sitting pretty right now, him and his team. But Ursa's basically snowballing right now. 7 kills to his name, 3 deaths, 7 kills to his name, 0 deaths, 3 assists total to his name. Has the Blink Dagger available. They got a team fight happening mid. Silencer drops the ulti. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late. He does get caught with the charge, and they're going to try to follow up with the damage. Earth Spirit able to get that short kill. Secondary kill might follow up here very soon. Does get the roll on top of the Crystal Maiden, trying to get some more damage, but he's taking all kinds of damage. The ice a little bit too strong, and he does give himself a nice little stun on top of the Crystal Maiden, but he will be going down at the end of the day. Meanwhile, on top lane, we got Windrunner versus the Lycan. A charge coming out from Spirit Breaker. He's Lycan going to go and drop the ulti. They're going to go straight for Chaos Onich. Chaos Onich going to be dropping that Windrunner here in a few seconds. Spirit Breaker charge going to fall through. Does get the cancel on top of it. Nice play, and looks like we'll get some more damage. Meanwhile, we got a dive coming out on bottom, or dive coming out on mid. We got Dazzle TP canceled out by the Shuriken toss. A kill going towards KY. Once again, a triple kill to his name. Sitting at 10 kills. 0 deaths, 3 assists, plus age is still intact. Meanwhile, up top lane, we finally got a kill on top of Windrunner, but looks like Dragon Rake might lose his life. He will lose his life to a Crystal Maiden of all things. And, oh man, just to make it worse, okay, so to be fair, Lycan was killed by creeps and towers, okay, sure. So Lycan was killed by the creeps and towers, but first and foremost, he basically got killed by the Crystal Maiden. And second off, because he died near Silencer, he lost 2 intelligence. I mean, I don't know what else to say insult to injury outside of that. like that's definitely the utmost of insults to the utmost of injuries. I feel pretty sad about that one. I mean, if Silencer wasn't there, sure, we can just laugh about it and just go about our way, but he lost 2 intelligence. That's permanent intelligence loss. Like Lycan only has but so much to work with. Meanwhile, middle tower getting denied by the Dire. They do see the Bounty Hunter. He's getting charged on. Spirit Breaker has a Deathful Appearance available, so they will finally get something going their way. Bounty is going to be worth a decent chunk of gold. I mean, a kill's a kill's a kill. So they're going to be able to get the Bounty Hunter kill here very soon. Looks like he drops himself an Observer Ward around the corner before he dies. His last wish was to make sure he has vision. Speaking of vision, we got Ursa blinking in. He's going to find himself 2 people. This just might be the worst fights he ever won in. Does drop the ulti, tanking out quite a bit of damage. And we got Shallow Grave again using meat on top of Dazzle. Nice roll in from the Earth Spirit, just get enough control. KY will be finally going down. Meanwhile, more people are dying on the backside. People are just falling like flies. Holy crap, who got that kill? We got Ursa. He will be going down a second time. There's nothing he can really do. He tries to TP out of here. Looks like he will not be able to TP out. The last right click, the smash in the face, the pillar to the side, the Pilates to the Melades. Wow. I don't know if that works. Pilates to the Melades. Wow. Somebody quote that for me, please. It's like I will take that as a famous quote. I will claim that. Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation. Meanwhile, TP coming down bottom. Windrunner still working on her item. I think she's working on an Aghanim Scepter? Question mark? It's really hard to tell. I don't know if carry Windrunners nowadays go for the crit first or they go for the Ags first. I think Ags first is the build for carry Windrunner, but I mean, she was playing off lane, so I guess Force Staff would be a logical item pickup for her. Hell, even a Yules would be a nice pickup for her because you have the Spirit Breaker charge it in. A Yules would be perfect. Speaking of things being perfect, Chaos Onich will be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, you can't run away from this one. Yeah, Chaos Onich should be going down for this one. A lot of damage, a lot of slows. We got Spirit Breaker charging in, Windrunner going to be coming through, no TP support coming in. Oh, beautiful Shackle! Chaos Onich just might be able to make it. Nah, you're dead. Okay. Still impressive. I mean, let's give him credit where credit's due. Chaos Onich did a good job of making that look like it could have gotten away. I was convinced. Kind of. Meanwhile, speaking of people not getting away, we got Death Prop. She ain't going nowhere. She will be going down mid. Too many people hanging out, and that was without the whole entire team behind her. So maybe if the team was involved, they could have got a few more kills. Maybe if she wasn't silent, she could have got a few more kills, so she can drop her ulti. A lot of what ifs. A lot of what ifs at this point. Anywho, moving on into the rotations, we see more people coming into the jungle. Take a look at the net worth really fast. We see Ursa's worth the most on the map, so definitely having a fantastic game. Actually, the top three being controlled by TBG, so they're doing a great job on that. Ursa already has the Basher available, so no TPs, nobody shall escape him. Nobody shall escape his grasp. Windrunner, she's going for the Deso. Okay, so she's going to be going for the Deso as opposed to an Aghanim Scepter, which makes more sense, I guess. Having the negative armor, definitely going to help out Ursa's damage. Having the negative armor, definitely going to help out Silencer's damage. And, you know, once she does get her Aghanim Scepter, she can just rip people apart. Heck, maybe push a tower or two. TBG still sitting on a very comfortable gold lead. Do keep in mind that it has dropped by 2k. That's basically due to a few kills here, a few kills there, and a tower. But overall, they're still holding to a very healthy gold lead. The supports on the side of TBG are sitting probably level, I was gonna say level 11, but I guess it's pushing it. Supports on the side of TBG are sitting at level 9, level 10, so they're doing really well, considering that Dazzle's only level 7, and Lycan, who's not a support, by the way, Lycan's actually a carry. Just in case you missed it, Lycan's actually a carry, or supposed to be. He's sitting at below a level on Crystal Maiden, and she has no hand of Midas to be spoken of. So pretty crappy instances. And speaking of crappy instances, we got Dragon Rake up top, gonna be getting hit with the slows, hit with the damage. He's gonna go and try to go for a few right clicks. Mechanism getting popped by the Bounty Hunter just to make it worse. And Lycan does go down. Meanwhile, Spiritbreaker charging up top. He has no Dust of Appearance. Yes, he has Dust of Appearance, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to be all by himself a little bit too soon, a little bit too fast for the Lycans, I guess. But looks like they will be able to have a rotation. Earth Spirit going to be able to follow up in the background. If he can get it, it will be great. Meanwhile, we got Bellatrix dropping the damage. Look at the damage coming up from the Spiritbreaker. Not able to get a single bash. A single bash was not gained that day. Now Earth Spirit will be the last one to go down. Track gold galore. These guys are sitting rich right now. TBG, fantastic job once again. More tracks, more gold, more kills, more money. Just winning the game that way.
Bottom tower is on its way further down.
And Ursa gonna go and continue his reign, just roaring in the jungle, just scaring everybody. Roar! I'm Ursa. Look at me roar. All right, so taking a look at the XP graph because that's a little important too. You know, as the game goes along, it's gonna get closer and closer to 0, sure. But for right now, TBG definitely had the better levels. That's definitely reflected in the simple fact that, wow, are you kidding me? That's not even put in order. The entire team on TBG are sitting at the higher XP. All things considered, though, if Ursa dies, I think if Ursa dies, he'll be worth quite a chunk of gold because he does have a few killing sprees to his name. Or no, he already died. Okay, so some more gold advantage was lost for TBG. Ursa was at what, 10 kills and 3 assists at one point. So that means he died somewhere between there and then came back. Okay, so that extra gold was already gone. And a few other things too to consider is the fact that Dazzle hasn't really been that impactful. I mean, usually when you see a Dazzle come into the game, he drops his ults for some negative armor for the team fights, and then he drops his Shallow Grave, keeps somebody alive for a little bit longer. But the question is, who do you keep alive? I mean, Spiritbreaker actually gonna get caught with the Silence, and also some track gold, and the Rod of Atos just to make it worse. Silencer getting the big items, and now we got Death Robin coming in. She's actually dropping the Cypher Spirit. She's gonna be a little bit of trouble, not gonna drop the ult instead. PH 13-14 will be going down here in about a few seconds. Damage coming through. Damage will be there. Crystal Maiden drops a Frostbite, and it will be a dead Death Prophet. Loses some more intelligence to her name. Meanwhile, Lycan going for the split push Dodo. He will be able to give himself a tower. Looks like no, the Fortify comes through. They cancel TP. Nice cancel on TP. Looks like it will be a TP coming mid from Bounty Hunter though, so he needs to be careful. I think even Bounty Hunter at this point can solo him. So Lycan run around the corner. It looks like Shuriken Toss not going to come through in time. Oh, unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That Shuriken Toss would have came through, I think Lycan would have been a sit and duck, ulting down for a whole entire 50 seconds. So yeah, he definitely would have died in that engagement. Earth Spirit going for the Sange. Interesting item choice. Speaking of items, let me take a look at the rest of the items. Spiritbreaker trying to go for the Shadow Blade charge, so he can actually charge in and get some really good initiations. Now they're going to go straight on top of the Bounty Hunter. The stun going to miss on the first one, but looks like the Dust Appearance will be coming through here in a few seconds. Nice ulti coming out from Spiritbreaker, and here comes the Silence as well. The damage will be there. It looks like Bounty Hunter does go invisible. Looks like he will die at the end of the day. And the whole entire team dedicated to killing a single Bounty Hunter. It needs to turn into a tower push. Like an ulti back up at 50 seconds. Ursa ready to jump in though.
Middle tower
and looks like one tower going the way. So finally, 2 towers in favor of... Oh, sorry, 2 towers going the way of PH. So some more gold graph. Gold graph action. Come on, gold graph, you can do it. Just dip a little bit. Just a little. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that dip. Oh. Okay, my timing's off. Whatever. Fine. I'm wrong. Sure, the gold graph's not going to dip that much. Whatever. But down bottom we got, oh wow, Runa, she actually goes for a Melner. So she's going to be going for a full Melner. Getting hit with the bashes though. These bashes, are you kidding me? Finally going to be going down. PH definitely fighting them, clawing their way back into this game. Meanwhile, around the backside, we got Dazzle scouting out the Ursa, who has no mana left. Has a blink available though, so I don't know if he wants to get that close. Drops out the poison, drops out the silence. Ursa able to blink away in time because this first tick of poison doesn't happen for a few seconds anyway. And now Ursa gonna go and drop his ability. He's gonna get hit with the bash from the Spirit Breaker. Here comes the first Death Drive ulti. Silencer dropping his ulti as well. He just might be going down here in a few seconds. Looks like this. Oh, the Crystal Maiden damage. Are you kidding me? Soloing on Death Drive. She has nowhere to go. Shallow guy coming from Dazzle immediately. Nice silence coming out from the Earth Spirit. He's gonna go and try to focus down the focus down the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, more fights are happening. We got Windrunner or Silencer. He did go down. Windrunner died a little bit earlier. Bounty Hunter gonna be the next one to fall. Spirit Breaker dropping the ulti, gonna be able to get the damage. Yes, it will be there. Meanwhile, KY is going ham right now, trying to get some more damage, getting stunned up. He's gonna run away. He prefers beef instead. So he started going ham, but he prefers beef. And Blink coming forward from Bellatrix, trying to force the Spirit Breaker into a worse position. Nice Shadow Blade usage coming up from him. He's gonna back away. Shackle's gonna land on top of Dazzle. Dazzle can't really do much except for Razzle. He will be going down. And now we got a kill going on top of whoever that was. Was that a Death Prophet? Oh no! Oh, they lost a Death Prophet. Huge deal. Meanwhile, we got Earth Spirit gonna be forced to stand and fight. Has ulti available, not gonna use it. Instead, gonna go ahead and lose his life. And Planet Hype, I mean, they still have the chops to fight in these fights, but I mean, if you could, all things considered, they lost. They didn't lose that much net worth. Like, they actually gained quite a bit, despite the fact that they lost 3 people. So I mean, that's just showing you how far ahead the TBG are. So all things considered, they actually won out pretty well in that fight. They got a tower. They flexed their muscles a little bit. You know, made themselves feel a little bit good. They're probably feeling a little confident about that. Definitely a momentum-based game, this game. But I mean, Lycan was not involved in that fight, which kind of tells me that maybe if Lycan was involved, they might have been able to get a tower out of that as well. But when it all comes down to it, I mean, they kind of got picked off as they were running away. So I guess it wouldn't matter that much. But that Crystal Maiden ulti though, like, if Crystal Maiden got herself a freaking what's the name of this thing, the cloak. The thing that makes you go invisible. I know this name. Glimmer Cape. If Crystal Maiden got a Glimmer Cape, I think I'll make it a little bit more deadly. Speaking of making it a little bit more deadly, we got Bounty Hunter getting dove on. He's actually going to take a little bit of damage. Oh, the stun from Crystal Maiden, and now the fog to come up from Bounty Hunter. Very sad. Spirit Breaker is very sad. Meanwhile, Ursa comes in. He's going to do a little bit of damage. We got some damage coming on top of whoever's Earth Spirit is. He's going to be going down here in a few seconds. Ursa just needs one more right click. KY trying to get some more damage. The damage will not be there. Beautiful play coming out from Earth Spirit, but he still dies at the end of the day. Meanwhile, speaking of dying, we got Crystal Maiden showing around the backside. She has her ulti available. Silencer drops his ulti. The fights are going to break out. BKB coming up for KY. He will not be kited. Instead, he's going to get body blocked because that's different from getting kited, right? Meanwhile, Dazzle, Shackle doesn't latch. He will not make it out of this one alive. Shallow Grave's on cooldown for another 21 seconds. Drops himself a nice little poison touch. Not going to be enough. Not going to be enough to stop him from dying. And KY just might be going down here in a few seconds, trying to keep himself persistent. Will be able to get the kill, but looks like 13-14 will be going down in 15 seconds, and he goes down. 55 seconds for his death. Unfortunately, getting shackled to the Lycan Wolf. And the whole entire Planet Hype side are just all down. They have a Fortify available, but that's really about it. That's really about it.
Dire's middle tower is under fire.
So Earth Spirit coming forward. I think Earth Spirit just needs to back away. This is not a good spot to be. Rod of Atos is available on Silencer, which that thing has a huge range, by the way. Well, okay, it's not going to show me because, you know, reasons. But I want to say that thing has 800 range, which is basically night vision range. I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that. Actually, I'll look it up because we have a little bit of time now. So let's do... So Dota 2 Rod of Atos. No! Gosh, you're killing me. Alright, Dota 2 Rod of Atos has a cast range of... Oh, 12? Really? Wow. Holy crap. So Rod of Atos has a cast range of 1200, which, just to give you guys an idea of the scale of 1200, night vision range is 800. So whatever you see at night is what we're looking at right now, vision range for Silencer right now is 1800. So if you count this 600 down, then that's the range of the thing. I know it's not very helpful, but I mean that's all I can tell you. I don't have anything readily to compare it against. Yeah, Crystal Maiden's ulti radius is 835, just for some scale. So night vision range is like very slightly shorter than what this range is right now on the rangefinder, and the Rod of Atos goes 400 above this. So that's how far it goes out. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of dire people hanging around towards Roche. I think they're trying to force a Roche fight here very soon. The Wolves, Lycan Wolves, do scout it out. And Ursa, he still wants to kill his Roche. He wants to go for Roshan, as the guy likes to call it. Looks like both sides are going to have their team sitting behind them, with the exception of Lycan and Windrunner. I think Lycan's just trying to make sure Windrunner doesn't rip down the tower. Meanwhile, Dazzle dropping the negative armor. They might be going in on this. Ursa going to be forced to go back. We got a charge coming from Spirit Breaker. He's going to go right into this fight. BKB can come out from Spirit Breaker. Instead, they drop the Shadow Blade. He dropped the Shadow Blade. They dropped the Invis. The fight's going to be breaking out here very soon. Silencer has his ulti available. Not going to drop. Instead, going to go ahead and bide his time. Meanwhile, damage is coming through. Death Prophet getting the ulti off. Jules coming through, doing quite a bit of damage. Silencer drops his ulti finally. Earth Spirit, he's around the corner. Oh, man. Crystal Maiden getting some damage going her way. And they do get a nice little stun on top of Ursa, but they did lose 1-for-1 so far. Meanwhile, some more stuff happening around the corner. It's going to be a Dazzle finally going to be going down. And Ursa, he will be able to recommence his Roshan kill. Speaking of recommence his Roshan kill, we got Chris Manning getting chased by the Spirit Breaker. He's coming all the way in, gonna go for it, gets a bash, gets a kill, and now he's gonna be a little bit of trouble. Gonna be forced to back away. Bounty Hunter, or Radavato is gonna be more than enough to help the Bounty Hunter get into range. Negative damage coming out from the Spirit Breaker does go down. Meanwhile, Earth Spirit, he's going to challenge the Ursa. Kicks him out of the pit. Get out of here, bro. And now Ursa's gonna go and chase him, just like, you can't do that to me, bro. And I don't think Earth Spirit can do that again, but that was pretty impressive. He's gonna try to get, no! Oh my gosh, okay. I thought he stole it for a second. Oh, that would've been pretty baller if he would've stole it. Oh man, I would've been extremely impressed. Anywho, all that aside, shenanigans aside, Earth Spirit doing some pretty impressive things. Unfortunately, he dies anyway. And the gold graph still showing way in favor of TBG, or the gold gain in favor of TBG. Gold graph still definitely in favor of TBG. XP way up there for TBG. I mean, I don't know what to say outside of it's TBG's game to throw. Like, if they lose 2 or 3 team fights, I think PH have a chance, but they have to absolutely lose 2 or 3 team fights. Actually, at this point, we're probably leaning more towards the 3 mark. So 3 team fights lost for TBG will definitely lose in the game. That Roche fight was almost bad for them, with the exception of the simple fact that they still had global silence at the end of it. So, I mean, they waited a while to use it. And I think the timing was right, so they waited till Chris Maiden dropped her ult, and then they dropped Silencer's ult, and it was pretty nice, pretty amazing, sure. Confetti. Explosions. Everybody's impressed. But yeah. And, oh man, wow, okay. So we hit the stage of the game where Bounty Hunter has decided to pick up a Dagon. So we're gonna see Dagon Gaming coming in here. Bellatrix on that Crystal Maiden does have a Blink Dagger and a Ghost Scepter, so she's sitting pretty nice. I don't know if she's going to invest. I do not know if she's going to invest in a Aghanim Scepter. It would be nice if she did, but this is more of a luxury item. I think, yeah, I think it's time for it. I mean, sure. Go ahead and go for the Aghanim Scepter, sure. More stats, more survivability, more damage for your ult. Go for it. Meanwhile, we got Windrunner. She is working towards an Aghanim Scepter finally, so did go for the Maelstrom. Going to go straight into an Ags, so she can continue to have the damage. I do think Dessa would have been cool, but, I mean, Maelstrom, sure, extra push, so he can be more aggressive, keep him honest. Speaking of keep him honest, we got Spirit Breaker charge in, he's going to charge right in on top of whoever this is. Bounty Hunter, or sorry, Silencer will be going down, no global for you. Actually, no, he's actually able to stay alive long enough, has his ulti still available, he gets blasted up by the Spirit Breaker. A lot of resources getting used towards that. Now we got Crystal Maiden around the corner. She's going to be the next one to go through. Ghost Scepter coming through. And oh, look at the damage. Good lord. Dazzle going to be forced to TP out of here. Doesn't want to die right now. Meanwhile, we got a kill coming off Bounty Hunter. And this is going to be Ursa getting pushed. He getting punished in the middle of it. Death Prophet ulti just doing all kinds of work. And this is the first of 3 team fights. Keep in mind, I said 3 team fights. But it's the first of 3 team fights if they do decide to lose it. Looks like all the shackles don't latch on top of what they want. Ursa will be the one to get chased. They're going to go for it. Definitely need to go for it. KY will be falling. The Great Titan falls into the ground. And now Windrunner on the backside, she picks off a Dazzle, and what else is to say? I guess kind of makes it okay of a trade, but still overall, you lost a Silencer, you lost a Bounty Hunter, you lost a Ursa. At the very least, you didn't lose your pride. Silencer ulti is still definitely available. Windrunner able to pick off a kill on top of Dazzle on the back end of that, but I seriously doubt she's going to be able to actually defend versus this push coming in. I mean, you got Lycan who has a Necro 3. Unfortunately, it's down, but still, the Necro 3 exists. Death Prophet ulti is down, so... Oh, and the Lotus Orb. Oh my gosh, guys! CulBlu called it. What? Come at me, bros. CulBlu called it. Lotus Orb picked up by Spirit Breaker. Definitely an important item to have in this game. You do not want your Death Prophet getting silenced. You do not want your Earth Spirit getting silenced. I think in this specific game, Earth Spirit is more important than Death Prophet as far as control, because he's pretty much their only source of control. So if Spirit Breaker can drop his Lotus Orb on top of Earth Spirit, that would be great. Of course, if he charges in blindly, sure, go ahead and let him use it on himself. Fine, be selfish, be like that. But Gold Grab's taking a nice little tip down towards the 0 mark, so it's not there yet, but it's, I mean, you know, PH, Planet hype, definitely feeding up to the hype, definitely keep themselves in this game. The item pickups for the carry, though, Ursa, A-Blade will be his next big item, so he has it coming to him here in a few moments, as soon as he comes alive. There we go. A-Blade fully finished up. And to be completely honest with you, I think his primary target is a toss-up between the Lycan and the Earth Spirit. Or maybe if he just focuses Death Prophet or Lycan. I mean, sure, Death Prophet is a big deal, but I think... yeah, KY has a lot of targets to focus. Silencer, sure, Silencer can cause a lot of issues for everybody else. And Silencer is there as a secondary carry. Maybe Bounty Hunter can focus down the Earth Spirit. But the main thing is that the amount of control that Earth Spirit has in these team fights is pretty massive, and he doesn't have an Aghanim Scepter. So he did opt to go for the Heaven's Halberd, so he can at least make sure that Earth Spirit can't right-click for a few seconds, and that's definitely helped him on these last few fights. But oh, smoke on smoke! We see some smoke on smoke action. We got to oh man, Sentry Ward coming out for the Dire. They don't, or for the Radiant. They don't see it. The Dire will be walking to the high ground. Dazzle dropping the positive or negative armor. Nah, positive armor. And the Observer plus the Sentry Ward will be able to scout out the whole entire squad, so they do see him. Smoke is getting revealed on both sides. They are going to turn the fight. Nice jump in from Ursa. Silencer dropping them ulti immediately. Death Prophet in a little bit of trouble. Tornadoes herself immediately. We'll be able to drop her ulti. The Ghosts don't. Oh my gosh, not enough damage at all. Dazzle Shallow Grave not there in time. Meanwhile, we got Spirit Breaker. I heard the Echo Shell, but it didn't really matter. He goes down too fast. Looks like... yeah, Lycan trying to go toe-to-toe. He might be able to find himself a Bounty Hunter kill. That's really about it. Changing targets. Trying to go for a Silencer. We got Earth Spirit coming around the corner. Misses his stun completely. Everything completely missed. And now we got Bounty Hunter getting charged in. Spirit Breaker trying to roll in while he can. Echo Shield drop on top of him. Gonna drop his ulti on top of Silencer. Silencer will be taking that little chunk of damage. Dagon getting used. Dagon Gaming Bros. Meanwhile, Spirit Breaker will be going down here. And looks like Ursa, he's trying to go back in. Fuzzy Wuzzy wants some more kills. Earth Spirit's still missing his abilities. Not as on point as you want him to be. Not on time like Beyonce. Not on time. And Silencer actually might be going down here very soon. But looks like Earth Spirit will be the last one to die. Yes, he gets a Silencer kill. Doesn't matter. We kill Silencer. That's all you care about. Ursa picked himself up a Blade of Alacrity. So, Manta style? So you can get rid of some of the control? Sure. Maybe. Is that a wow, that's a Diffusal. Okay. Okay, Diffusal. Or 2 Aghanim Scepters. No, Diffusal Blade. So buyback comes in for Earth Spirit. He wants to get some stuff going for his team. The last stand, so to speak. And we'll see how this works out for him. I mean, he can definitely get jumped on and get wrecked pretty hard. A-Blade is available for Ursa. Ursa's going to use it on top of Dazzle. Dazzle does get hit with the A-Blade. And looks like Earth Spirit trying to drop a few stuns, trying to drop a little bit of damage. He will be able to roll out. No, he won't be able to roll out. Instead, he does die back. And Dazzle's still alive somehow. Finally goes down. Ursa taking quite a bit of damage. Forced to drop the ulti just to make sure he stays alive. Dagon level 5, boys. Bounty Hunter ready to kill himself some people. Heck yeah. And Raxes are going to be gone. So, things to consider for future games. I think PH had a really good idea, just the rotations weren't as fast. I mean, hold on, we got team fights happening. Oh man, Lycan taking so much damage. He might be going down here in a few seconds. Trying to go toe-to-toe with Ursa. Ursa taking so much damage because of his ult. His ulti will be going down officially though, but he still has Aegis. No, he doesn't have Aegis anymore. So he's going to be able to make it out of this. This is going to be a fence. They do need to get as many kills as possible at this point. They're down 2 Raxes. They're definitely not out of the game just yet, but I think it's very close. Bounty Hunter will be the final kill. It's like Dagon gets used. A lot of damage going towards Death Prophet, but she's still alive though, so she's good. And Necro units? No? Okay. They're pinging something. Yeah, Necro units are going to go ahead and try to push forward. And Raxes still alive. Observer Wards and Sentry Wards galore coming out. And we just gotta see TBG finish the game. Like if they can just close out the game, that'd be great. Because things are starting to get a little bit scary for him. Death Prophet's starting to become a slight problem. Not a huge problem though. Bounty Hunter can dag on her for pretty much 50% of her HP. Network still heavily in favor of TBG. I mean, it's actually went higher than last time we checked, so they're doing fantastic. But like I said, if they do lose the wrong fights at the wrong time, then they will be in a lot of trouble. Luckily for them though, everybody has buybacks, so I mean, they can lose. They can afford to lose a fight, at least one fight. They can afford to lose that. So as far as rotations, we got Spirit Breaker, Dazzle, and crew gonna roll on up and just walk straight into Mordor. Ursa, BKB available. He wants a Dazzle. No, he's not gonna get Dazzle. Okay, he's gonna go back. Decides against it. Good choice for KY. Meanwhile, Quilly on the back end. He's waiting around the corner. Shiva's guard plus the ulti available. Surprisingly, no Blink Dagger. I've seen a few silencers go for Blink Daggers. I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of it. I think Force Staff is way better on a silencer. because you do get that extra. Hold on, we got Ursa getting stunned up, getting hit with the silencer ulti coming through immediately. Meanwhile, we see Spirit Breaker dropping the Echo Shell. Just make sure his spells can come through. Just keep Ursa well controlled. Ursa does drop the ulti, but not before losing half his HP. Speaking of losing half his HP, we got a lot of damage coming to Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker does go down. Ursa Spirit dropping his abilities around the corner. He goes down immediately though, and looks like A-Blade gets used, but it doesn't really matter. The damage is enough. They do get the kills on Ursa. Ursa immediately buying back to this fight. Speaking of buying back to this fight, Death Rough does go down. She can buy back. No, she can't. JK. LOL. Meanwhile, more fights are happening around the corner. We got a toe-to-toe fight with Windrunner versus the Lycan, and some more stuff happening around the other side. Santu, he did count himself a kill on top of the Dazzle. And Lycan, he's officially in the wrong neighborhood. Gonna go ahead and hide himself in some trees. Draken, don't want to have no part of this. Ursa will... I don't know. Will Ursa find him? Ursa didn't find him. TP coming in 22 seconds. Lycan gonna go ahead and do the sneaky thing, hide in some more trees. And the creeps, not scouting him out. Yeah, he'll be able to TP out of here, so he'll be fine. And it looks like TBG gonna go ahead and go for the throne, try to go for what they can. And this just might be GG, the final push. No Fortify left. Dazzle and Earth Spirit, the only two left to defend. Lycan can TP in, he does TP in. Ulti should be available. Gonna go and pop that. And whoa, speaking of getting popped, Dazzle getting blasted pretty darn fast. And now Earth Spirit trying to run away. He will be able to roll out of there just in time. So much damage, not enough to actually get the kill. Oh, there it is. Dagon gaming, boys. Meanwhile, we got some more damage going towards Spirit Breaker reflecting a few abilities, doing a really good job about that. And he will finally be going down. GGs do get called out though, so Planet Hype will be losing the second game, unfortunately. TBG putting on a little bit too strong of a showing for them overall. So GG, well played, definitely. I like this game a lot better for Planet Hype, I must admit. The first game felt like the rotations were really slow and not there. But this one definitely more scrappy, definitely, you know, a lot more better, a lot more in their face, and definitely keep it up. But yes, congratulations to TBG for winning this game, of course. And yeah, congratulations to you guys, because you guys just watched some Dota. So congratulations, you're watching Dota. Good job. Anyway, that's going to be it for this game, guys. My name is CulBlu. Just watched you guys the second game in this JDL series of TBG versus PH, or the Business Gaming versus Planet Hype. Hope you guys enjoyed it overall. And of course, if you want to check out more of my stuff, feel free to check me out on my YouTube, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CulBluDota. You can also check my Twitch whenever I live stream, which is twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CulBlu. And that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys whenever.